Okay, so for this meal of the week, it's gonna have a little bit of freedom. So it's gonna be pulled pork with barbecue sauce. You can cook your pulled pork on the Traeger, in a crock pot, in the oven, however you like to cook your pulled pork. The easiest way is most likely just put it in a crock pot. So you're gonna rub it down, just like I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna link the rub, then you can put it in a crock pot on low all day long, okay? So that, if you have a huge one, I would put on high, because it will take like 6 hours on high if it's giant. Mine is literally small. I don't know how many pounds it is, but it's small. So it's not gonna take that long. So however you wanna cook your pulled pork and however you wanna serve your pulled pork, you can serve it on, sorry, my daughter's screaming. You can serve it on, some of my kids are gonna do these Hawaiian rolls, and my husband and I and our son and our daughter are gonna do it on baked potatoes. So in my crock pot, I have wrapped in foil potatoes. So how I like to do it is I place down a thing of aluminum foil, then I put the washed potato in there, then I rub it with olive oil and kosher salt, then I wrap it up and then put it in the crock pot. You can use an Instant Pot, you can do whatever you want to cook your potatoes. You can use it in the oven. I would just search baked potatoes on wherever. If you are going to be doing your meat on a Traeger, what you do is you preheat it to smoke, then with the lid open, then you close the lid, turn it on to 250 degrees, and preheat it to 250 degrees. Then you're gonna place the pork butt that's already been rubbed down directly on the grill grate until it hits 160 degrees, which is usually about 3 to 4 hours. Then you're gonna remove it, wrap it in foil, and then return it back to the Traeger for 3 to 4 hours until it hits like 204 degrees. I mean, that's just what the Traeger people say. So that's how you do it on a Traeger if you're doing pulled pork on the Traeger. Do baked potatoes, or you can serve it on buns, or you can serve it on rolls, or you can just eat it meat a la carte. So for this pulled pork meal, you can cook it however you want. I personally like mine on a baked potato with butter, pulled pork, barbecue sauce, purple onions, and corn, and more barbecue sauce. So that's why I put corn on the cob with this meal, however you want it. But that is how this pulled pork situation is gonna go. So what I do for my baked potatoes is I put down a piece of foil, then I put the potatoes after they're washed, drizzle with olive oil, and then I sprinkle with kosher salt, and then I'm gonna wrap them up, either put them in the oven or the crock pot.